Love it or hate it, universal credit is likely here to stay. If you're baffled by the British benefit system and its main new benefit, universal credit, then this video is for you. My name's Tom and I'm a benefits advisor working for a large housing association, and this is my easy guide to universal credit. There are lots of reasons you could be out of work. In the past, if you were a job seeker, you might have claimed job seekers allowance. If you were signed off sick, you might have claimed employment and support allowance. Or if you're a single parent or carer, you might have claimed income support. In all these cases, you probably claimed housing benefit too. Now, all these benefits, along with tax credits, are being replaced by one single benefit, universal credit. In fact, if you're working age, in most cases, you cannot make a new claim for any of those old style means tested benefits. Universal credit is the main out of work and low income supplementation benefit that you can claim if you're out of work. In most cases, universal credit is claimed online at the gov.uk website. You'll need an email address, your national insurance number, and a bank or building society account. If you have a partner living with you, you'll both need to make a claim and join your accounts together. Universal credit is what's called a means tested benefit. In other words, it's affected by your means, so your household circumstances, income, makeup, savings, and other things that might affect the amount of universal credit that you get. This means that if you or your partner earn too much, you may not qualify for universal credit, or you'll qualify for a reduced amount. It's always worth doing a benefit check to check your eligibility for universal credit and see if you will actually qualify. I will link a benefit checker in the description below. The amount of universal credit you get will be dependent on your circumstances. There is a standard allowance for single people and for couples, and there are additional elements if you have children or a health condition or disability, and also additional amounts to help you with your housing costs. The amount you get can also be affected by other things such as local housing allowance and bedroom entitlement. Universal credit is paid monthly and in most cases directly to the claimant. This means that if you have housing costs, for example, this is included in the payment to you, though it can be paid to your landlord in some circumstances. For example, if you're in rent arrears or you have a vulnerability that means it would be better off if it was paid directly to the landlord. It's worth noting that your first payment is normally received 5 weeks after you make your claim. This can be a struggle for some people to get through those first weeks, so you can request an advance payment. However, that amount that you get for your advance is deducted from your ongoing award, so you will get slightly less in the first few months of your universal credit payment. If you're transferring from housing benefit to universal credit, you can get a 2-week run-on of housing benefit to help cover your rent in that 5-week period and prevent your arrears building up too high. You will need to request this from the housing benefit department after you've made a claim for universal credit. If you're on the old style benefit system, in a lot of cases it may be better to stay put. It can be worth doing a benefit calculation using the online calculator that I'll put in the description below, just to see whether or not you'll be better off on universal credit or not. It is worth noting that the standard allowance for universal credit has been increased by £20 a week during the coronavirus pandemic, and it's not clear yet what will happen, but it's due to be reduced again in September 2021. If you're working age, you may want to consider applying for contribution-based or new style job seekers allowance or new style or contribution-based employment and support allowance. These are benefits that are not means tested, but they're based on your national insurance contributions, normally from the last 2 full tax years. In any case, if you have housing costs and you're claiming these benefits, you may still need to claim universal credit as well to cover your housing costs. But if you're working age, on a low income or out of work, then you may just need to bite the bullet and claim universal credit. This will just help supplement your income and help cover your living costs and housing costs until you're able to get back to work. So that's my easy guide to universal credit. It's not a comprehensive guide, and I will put some links in the description below. Please feel free to comment also and ask questions. I will try and answer them. Thanks for watching.